Greetings, I'm Ed Baker and welcome to another leadership tutorial on the topic of coaching. Why, what, and how. So let's jump in. First of all, what is leadership coaching? This tutorial is really designed for individuals who are looking for a leadership coach. So what is that all about? Leadership coaching, as you can see on the slide, is the process of professional coaching which is central to your growth and development at all stages of your leadership journey, whether it be as an emerging leader, an early leader, even an emeritus leader or an established leader can also benefit from leadership coaching. Well, what are some of those benefits? Well, first of all, increased self-awareness is really crucial. And secondly, awareness of how you are seen by others can be very helpful in the coaching process. Identification of areas of strength is a key aspect of coaching, and also identifying maybe a few growth opportunities that you can focus on with the coach. Well, what is the role of the coach as one goes through this process? One really needs a coach that can serve as a catalyst for your professional development and also as a sounding board, somebody that you can talk with and go back and forth on, particularly as you face decisions or dilemmas along the way. You want the coach to be a source of good questions with minimal advice giving. And finally, a source of encouragement as you address leadership challenges along the way. Establishing a coaching relationship at the outset is essential, and in doing so, finding a good fit is what it's really all about. In doing this, basically there are questions that you can be asking the person that you're considering as your coach. To what extent does this coach really understand the work that I do, really understand this work? Secondly, to what extent has the coach been formally trained as a coach? I was trained myself at the Center for Creative Leadership, headquartered in North Carolina, and certified as a leadership coach. There are other programs that are out there that are formal programs, and I would encourage you to consider an individual as your coach as having had some formal training and certification in doing so. Finally, what has been that coach's experience? What has she or he experienced along the way if they've been doing coaching for a while? What has worked for the coach? What have been some examples of successful coaching relationships, particularly as it relates to the benefits to the person being coached? And finally, what are some critical success factors in that person's prior successful coaching relationships? This is an outline format from the Center for Creative Leadership that I mentioned a moment ago, and it involves certain components, beginning first of all with relationship building. And a number of questions can be asked at this stage of things, such as what are you, the person being coached, most proud of as one reflects back on the past? An assessment is usually desirable. There are various approaches to doing this, a range of tools out there to help identify your core strengths as seen by yourself and others. Further challenge and support are part of this paradigm. What are those growth areas and skills that need to be considered in the coaching process? And finally, results. What will success look like at the end of the coaching experience? Here are some critical success factors that I've experienced over the years and you should consider. First of all, as you set forth on this process, an initial self-reflection on your part on your goals and expectations is crucial. And secondly, an intentional selection of a seasoned coach, someone who's experienced in doing this, is really essential. And thirdly, open communication between the coach and the person being coached, along with setting clear expectations, is a critical success factor. And finally, making the coaching process a top priority in one's work life. If you wish to study this further or read other things on the topic, There are columns in our online leadership library that you might find of value, and they are listed here on this slide. So in summary, I wish you the best in seeking out a good fit as your leadership coach, an essential part of your development as a public health leader.